We're very, very fortunate today to have with us the sponsor who makes this possible for everybody, so you can see it for free and not have to worry about that. Her name is Ann Gordon. She's originally from Seattle, Washington. Ann, tell us a bit about how you came down here to Panama.
Sure, it's kind of a fun story. I used to train animals for movies and television, and I came to Panama working on a movie, and that movie hired the Emberá people from the Emberá tribe as the actors. So I got to spend a lot of time with them on the movie set. I was just really touched with how warm and friendly and open they are. And then, as fate would have it, I married one of them. So I'm still here, 11 years later.
Well, I know you have developed 2 tours. Tell us a little bit about whale watching, because I think that's the most fascinating one. It's a very unusual tour to have here in Panama, or anywhere.
It is. When I first came here, I grew up boating in the San Juan Islands in Washington State, and I've always loved watching whales and dolphins. And I was looking when I first came here, who's doing whale watching? Where are the whales and dolphins in Panama? Nobody was doing it at all. So I started exploring and finding out more, and finding out that we actually we're the only place in the world where we get humpback whales from the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere at different times of year. So it's quite amazing, and it's very, very easy to find them, especially from July to mid-October. So I kind of pioneered the whale watching industry here in Panama, created Whale Watching Panama, and we have the last 2 years 100% success on our day tours finding the whales.
Wow.
It's
Now,
great fun.
Are these given year-round or just during a certain period of the year?
The best time of year is from July 1st to October 15th, when we have over 2,000 humpback whales here from Antarctica to breed and give birth.
But other than that, I mean, after October 15th?
The rest of the year, there are a few whales, but the chances are pretty slim to see them, about 10 to 20%. So then we focus on dolphin tours, because the dolphins are here all the time.
Oh.
So we do dolphin and snorkel tours, and if we see a whale, then that's an extra bonus.
So we have plenty of dolphins year-round, pretty much. Huh?
We do, they're always here.
That's excellent. Fine. What do people have to think about if they want to come? Are there any requirements in terms of what they wear, or their age, or anything of that sort?
No, just an eagerness, an interest in the whales, and a sense of adventure. We're getting on a boat. You're going to be on the boat most of the day, so you have to be comfortable with that. We do have some seasickness remedies for people. But yeah, you want to be sunblock, sun hat, wear your swimsuit. That's the other great thing about here, as opposed to whale watching in Alaska or New England. It's warm. You get to do it in your swimming suit. And so just, be prepared for that kind of thing. But other than that, it's a very fun, great day out on the water.
Well, typically, when do you leave and when do you get back?
Well, we have a lot of options. We have a tour from the city that leaves at 8 o'clock in the morning. We head out to the Pearl Islands. We're on the boat till about noon with the whales and dolphins. And then at noon, we'll stop on Contadora, where people can get off. They can go have lunch at a local restaurant, play at the beach, swim in the water, snorkel. And then at 2:30, we get back on the boat, heading back to the city, but taking our time looking for more dolphins and whales on the way, arriving at 5.
Is it right, literally down here in the city, where they get on the boat and they get off and everything, or do they have to go outside?
It depends on what boat we use. We charter boats as needed, but mainly we leave out of the Diablo area, the Diablo public boat ramp, or out of Flamenco.
So you're very close to the city. It's not a problem for people to get from their hotel down to the boat.
Even easier is that we do hotel pickups. We can come and pick you up, and so you don't even have to think about trying to find the port.
Well, that's perfect, no question. And what's the name again of your website?
It's whalewatchingpanama.com.
Okay, well, there's also going to be displayed up here on the screen so people can come and see it themselves directly.
Great.
Now, I know you have a second tour that's also been very, very interesting. Give us a description of that.
Sure. Well, when I first was here with my new husband and his tribe, they still live in traditional villages out in the jungle in the Chagres National Park, which is about an hour drive from the city and about a 30-40 minute boat ride by a dugout canoe. And so I saw tours coming out, and I thought, well, I could do that here. And I figured I had this unique perspective. As an outsider, I know what the visitors are interested in learning about the Emberá tribe. But being married to the tribe, I have a unique insight into their real world and how they truly live. This is no demonstration village. This is the real deal. They truly live as you see on the tour. So it's pretty an amazing, unique experience, and it's like stepping into a National Geographic documentary, spending the day with them. And an interesting side note is, after taking people to be out in the village, I never fail to see a distinct softening in their faces from spending time with these people who are happy and free and completely unplugged, and where family and community are number 1 and 2, and work is a distant last place.
But do you accept children or all ages and different? Physical health is fine. I mean, the dugout canoe isn't that challenging, I assume.
It's not super challenging. We have had people from 6 months old up to 96. So we've had all ages. We've even had people with back or knee issues, or even wheelchairs we've taken out there. It's a little tricky, we have to manage it, but the Emberá, they're really all-inclusive, meaning that if somebody needs a little assistance, they are more than happy, eager. You don't have to tell them, and they're super strong. So they'll give somebody a helping hand if needed.
When does that start? How long does that take? What kind of a day trip is this?
We offer the tour all year long, and the tour is, again, we pick them up around 8 and we get back to the city around 4 or 5. We'll drive for an hour out to the boat ramp where we meet the Emberá with the dugout canoe. Depending on the level of the river, which varies throughout the year, it's about a 30-40 minute ride up the river, beautiful through the jungle, gorgeous ride. And then they greet us with music. They give us a little presentation on their history, their culture, how they live. Then we get a traditional lunch, which is usually fish, plantains, and fresh fruit for dessert. Then we have the option of taking a little tour to learn about medicinal plants with the village elder.
Medicinal plants?
They have plants for headache, toothache, diarrhea, fever, even cancer.
Oh, right.
And a natural Viagra.
Oh, that's always useful.
So yeah, people get a kick out of that one. And then people have free time. They can swim in the river. They can get a temporary tattoo, which is part of the culture. They can converse, play soccer with the kids, just hang out or shop. They have exquisite crafts, baskets and carvings. And then we end the visit with a display of traditional music and dancing before we head back to the river.
And what's the name of that website?
That is Emberá, I'll spell it E-M-B-E-R-A, EmberaVillageTours.com.
Fine. We'll have that up too, of course, in the video as well for people to come out and visit. Well, I tell you, these tours, these experiences of being able to see whales and dolphins, and above all, people who have lived here for centuries, are just fantastic opportunities. I'm just very pleased that we had an entrepreneur who came in, who saw this need and took advantage of it so that we could all benefit from it, that people could benefit from it, and you could benefit from it. So thank you for being a sponsor and for introducing your tours, and I trust you will get plenty of calls.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure, and I will like to add that I've used the medical system here. They saved my life, and I vouch for them highly.
Oh, that's excellent. That's about the best recommendation you can get. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.